Can you hear me? Yes. Ooh, this is nice. Yes, good morning, San Francisco. We are here. So this is the Youth vs. Apocalypse and Earth Guardians Bay Area Crew press conference. And we're gonna get it started. We have a super amazing program with super incredible youth, and we also have a super amazing Oakland teacher here who's gonna stand in solidarity with us. So let's get it started with me and Hannah. So we just wanted to open up this press conference by making extremely clear that we are not here to talk about our interaction with Senator Feinstein. We are here to talk about the Green New Deal and why we need it. We want our voices to be heard. This is not about this isn't about any political agenda but our own, and that is that we want to live.
Yeah.
Woo! Good morning. Thank you guys for coming out because of the rain and such. I speak on behalf of all the youth standing here that we are not sent here by some adult. We are here of our own free will. This is not some elaborate plan to make Feinstein look bad or to make any other politician look bad for not backing up the Green New Deal. We are just simply a group of youth that understand the urgency and importance of helping our climate. We would also like you guys to remember that our adolescence does not equal our inability to think for ourselves. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so next up I'm going to invite Samantha to come do her speech. Give a warm welcome to Samantha.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Samantha, and I'll be reading you my speech. We are the youth. We are the future. And the same future lays in the hands of the adults, the government officials, the people denying climate change, the people who further destroy our environment despite not being the ones who will live in that same future. They will not raise kids in that environment. They will not have to put on a mask to step outside. They will not have to look out the window and remember when the sky still shined or when people were still outside, when the polar bears were still alive. The people who are controlling our future won't experience this. They don't understand our anger. They don't understand that we care for our environment, and we do understand the fatal destruction of climate change. We understand the effects. We know what we're talking about. We know, because it is our future. It belongs to us. Despite being youth, we are literate and capable of defending our only home. The future will belong in our hands because it is our responsibility and it is our own. Not some reckless adult who can't handle themselves. Not to the people saying there isn't money to fund our future. Because if you think you can leave us with a messed up planet, you are a fool and you are a murderer. You are murdering us. You are murdering yourself. You're killing me. You are killing your child, your niece, your nephew, your siblings, your neighbor. You're killing every single youth that is in this crowd. And you're the one to hold that guilt. The one at fault. So don't even think to call us little, because little do you know, big things start little. Us kids started off little, but look at us now, standing up for what is right. Standing up for our future. We are here to make a difference. We want to live. Our future generation is at stake. You have children, right? Don't you want them and their family to be safe? Don't you care about their health? If we keep this up, we will be at stake. If we keep this up, we will be at stake. If we keep increasing global warming, we are putting everyone and everything we love down. If we don't take drastic measures now, humanity won't last. Everything we do now is dependent on you. Just because we are humans does not negate the fact that we can go extinct. Because we can, just like any other species. That is why we must start now, by not letting climate change destroy us. Because as I said, big things start little. Huge changes were just once a group of people wanting to make a difference. And future changes are us kids wanting a better future. This is the only Earth there is, so we must protect it. We demand a future, even if it means fighting till the day I die.
Thank you, Samantha. So next up is me. I guess I'm going to introduce myself. Thank you all for coming. I just want to say that we really appreciate it. It's super important that we stand in solidarity with. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So good morning, everyone. My name is Isha. I'm 16, and I am an activist with Youth vs. Apocalypse. That's right. I'm not just a child. I am an activist. Thank you. During our meeting with Senator Feinstein, we were given a copy of her resolution. She invited us to read the resolution and tell her what we think. We are here to deliver those critiques. Senator Feinstein's resolution is a slap in the face. It is a slap in the face not only to us, the young people who have to deal with the impacts of this climate crisis, but it is a slap in the face to all American people and all beings on this dying planet. Her resolution completely ignores science. We have 12 years. We do not have until 2050. There is no room for compromise here. We will not take the excuse that the Green New Deal is too pricey. It is too pricey to not enact the Green New Deal. The longer we wait to take action, the more costly and devastating the impacts of this crisis will be. And you are looking directly at the faces of the people who will be at the forefront of those consequences. You cannot compromise with science. The Green New Deal is the only plan so far that aligns with science and justice. And right now, we need both. I stand here to say that I am here representing no agenda but my own, and that agenda is that I want to live. I shouldn't have to think about survival. I should be making 10-year plans. I should be able to make plans to travel the world, not fear that those places will be destroyed or drained of all their beauty before I can even get there. Our name is Youth vs. Apocalypse because that is exactly what we are up against. And I am here to tell you that the only way to stop that is with the real Green New Deal. Senator Feinstein, I could care less about your tone. I care about your vote. Vote yes, even if you think the Green New Deal won't pass, because all that it does is tell your constituents, the American people and all beings on this planet, that you stand with us, with science, with young people's futures. In the words of Alice Walker, the most common way that people give up their power is by convincing themselves that they don't have any. And we do have power, and we are going to use it. Thank you so much. Carolyn, can I have the program back? Thank you. Okay. Next, we have Brooke. Brooke, are you here? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Brooke Sagai. I am 16 years old, and I am representing Youth vs. Apocalypse. So, basically, okay. So, Senator Dianne Feinstein. Senator Dianne Feinstein signed a pledge at the Democratic Party Environmental Caucus saying that she will take no fossil fuel money. Well, but isn't that a good thing? Well, she broke that pledge. On June 5th, 2018, Senator Feinstein took $5,000 from the Endeavor Corporation. And on September 15th, 2018, Senator Feinstein took the Phillips 666 money
You got it, bro.
corporation.
Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart.
So basically, coming to this conclusion, this is not about her. I think we should all establish that, because looking through the media, everything is getting centered around her. This is about us. This is about youth. This is about everybody.
Yeah.
Because climate change is something that we all are dealing with.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a catastrophic moment of our lives, and it is affecting everybody, and we all need to stop playing this childish games that these politicians are making. So with that being said, we need to organize, we need to keep on organizing and being who we want to be so we can enact change. And with that being said, we need to understand this issue is, we need to understand this issue is a big problem that is affecting everybody. And with understanding that, we need to take this seriously. I think it is time that we all need to take this seriously.
Yes.
And as well, I don't care if I have to be here night and day for coming here every single day, but I'm gonna fight for what's right and for everybody. So thank you.
Thank you, Brooke. All right, next up we're gonna have Mariah. Please give a warm welcome to her. Yeah, Mariah.
Hello everybody, my name is Mariah, and today I'm going to be talking about offshore drilling. Well, I was supposed to talk about that. So, offshore drilling is a mechanical process where a wellbore is drilled below the seabed. Basically, it's saying that it's going through native folks' land. And we need to respect their land because they were here first. Now, this affects everybody in the world. It affects especially Oakland because this relates to what I've been working on for like the past 2 years, which is called No Coal in Oakland. And this involves the Green New Deal. So I'm more of a heart-to-heart person, and when I didn't get to talk to Dianne Feinstein, I was going to talk about if she really wanted me to live up to her age. Because I want to live up to her age. And if I don't get to, well then it's not her fault. But if she doesn't vote yes, then what is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to everybody who's up here? Are they going to live up to be 60, 80, 70? We don't know. Because right now, right here, we're all fighting for the same thing. We're all fighting for the Green New Deal. We're all fighting for a better life, and we're all fighting for a better planet. Because we all live here, and we should all take care of it. And if we don't, what's gonna happen? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Where's Hannah? Hannah, hi. Okay. I just want to get you up here with me because we're emceeing together. Again, I just want to we just want to make it super clear that we are not here to shame Feinstein. We are not here to talk about our interaction with her. We are here to talk about why the Green New Deal is important, why we need it. And that is because our lives matter. our future matters. And our future will not exist if we do not pass the Green New Deal. We just want her to vote yes. Vote yes, vote yes, vote yes. Do not vote present, because when you vote yes, you're saying that you stand with us, you stand with our right to live, you stand with our right to have a beautiful future and to keep the generations coming. And if you vote no, then you're, like Samantha said, that is murder. You're leaving us with a planet that is inhabitable. And so we need you to vote for the Green New Deal.
We'd also like to reiterate that again, we are here of our own will, of our own sound mind, and that we've all read the Green New Deal, and we've all read Feinstein's version of the Green New Deal. So we know what we're talking about.
Thank you. So with that, I'm going to invite up Hannah. Actually, it's Hannah's turn. Here you go.
So the Green New Deal not only addresses the climate crisis that we're facing, but it addresses many crises that's going on in America with the working people of America. As you all know, nowadays, one job is not enough to have a livable wage. It's not enough to sustain a family. The Green New Deal addresses this. Not only will it create millions of jobs for hard-working Americans, but it'll create new opportunities with livable wages, family sustainable wages, with retirement security, with paid vacations and medical leave. It also will provide a safety net for people who are working in the industries of greenhouse gases that depend on greenhouse gases for their income, so that when we do make this transition, because hopefully this will pass, that they have a place to go and we're not going to just leave them in the dust. But it doesn't just stop there. The Green New Deal addresses the fact that historically a lot of communities have been left out of conversations very much like this one. Historically, indigenous communities, communities of color, the women, elderly, the youth, deindustrialized communities are not thought about when these decisions are being made. The Green New Deal prioritizes the prosperity and economic stability and available access to just resources that the Green New Deal will bring for these communities. It will work alongside these communities and in partnership with these communities, which is something that we haven't seen before, and it's so important that we don't leave these communities out of this conversation. But again, it doesn't stop there. In America right now, we have a life expectancy declining because we have a significant portion of the United States not having access to basic necessities. Necessities like clean air, necessities like clean water, like fruits and vegetables. Can you believe that? That there are some communities, there's a community in West Oakland that literally cannot get fresh vegetables and fresh fruit. That is literally ridiculous. We have housing problems, we have transportation problems, we have education problems. And so the Green New Deal addresses this and plans to address this in the future so that these problems don't fall into the next 7 generations and the generations after that. The problem with Feinstein's resolution is that it does not address these problems in the depth that is needed. It does not have enough promise of security and safety for communities of color, indigenous communities. It does not respect the indigenous lands, indigenous people's wishes. It does not have security for the working person of America, for the person that goes to work and wakes up every day and works a 9 to 5 and goes home to feed their kids, but sometimes can't even do that because we don't have livable wages. This is why it's so important that we have a resolution like the Green New Deal, because it's inclusive, because it talks about these communities that have been constantly left out of these conversations. Thank you.
You did that!
Next, we would like to ask Jessica.
Hi, everyone. So there are a lot of things that have been said about the Green New Deal, but today the one that I want to push back on is the idea that you shouldn't support it because it just won't pass. The issue is Feinstein's Green New Deal will likely not pass either. So if the question is whether we want to make a bold and ambitious statement and build on the momentum of a Green New Deal, or falter under a weaker plan that doesn't even align with what climate scientists are telling us, I think the answer is quite clear. Senator Markey has only put forward a resolution right now. We are creating our agenda for the next decade. Feinstein's misguided pragmatism does us no good if it encourages anything less than what is needed for the health of our nation and our planet. Additionally, the future leaders of the Democratic Party, whether it's Senator Feinstein's co-worker, Kamala Harris, or popularly bipartisan officials like Amy Klobuchar, they've all signed on. I encourage the senator to vote like them and imagine a better world with the rest of us.
Thank you so much. As you can tell, we are a group of powerful young people, and I feel proud to say that. We are activists, but we are also artists. So we're gonna have Eula come up and share a beautiful poem that she has.
I wish I wrote this poem, but it's still beautiful. So I'm gonna paint a picture. So imagine if the earth were only a few feet in diameter, floating a few feet in a field somewhere. People would come from everywhere to marvel at it. People would walk around it, marveling at its big pools of water and its little pools, and the water flowing between the pools. People would marvel at the bumps on it and the holes in it, and they would marvel at the very thin layer of gas surrounding it and the water suspended in the gas. People would marvel at all the creatures walking around the surface of the ball and in the water. People would declare it precious because it was the only one, and they would protect it so it would not be hurt. The ball would be the greatest wonder known. People would come behold it. They would be healed, gain knowledge. They would defend it with their lives because they know that their lives, their own greatness, could be nothing without it. That's if the earth were only a few feet in diameter. Anonymous writer. Thank you.
Thank you. So we are in action right now. This is what we call our action. But we have another action that's going to come up in March that we want Sam to talk to you about.
I'm Sam. I'm from Berkeley.
My name is Dulce and I'm from Redwood City.
And we are part of the team of youth from all over the Bay Area that is planning the Bay Area Youth Climate Strike on March 15th. That's a Friday, March 15th. So on that day, youth across the country and across the Bay Area are going to be striking from school and going to demand that our elected officials take action to address the climate crisis. So right now, it looks like we're going to have a strike in downtown San Francisco, one in Oakland, one in Marin, and one near San Jose. So please remember Friday, March 15th. And we're going to bring some sign-up sheets out. You can either scan QR code on your phone or sign up on the clipboard to keep yourself updated about the strike. You can also follow Youth vs. Apocalypse on social media, and they will keep you updated about this.
Yes, March 15, remember, we will give up one day of our education because the government doesn't listen to educated people, scientists, who are telling us that our country, we're gonna suffer a bunch of climate crisis, catastrophes. And we want to give up one day so that people in the government are more aware of the things that are going on. And we demand urgent climate action. And March 15, remember.
Join us Friday, March 15th. That's it for me.
Thank you, Sam and Dulce. Now, on the context of school, we're going to hear from a teacher in OUSD who is currently striking. Whitney, can you please come up and speak?
Hi, I am so honored to be here with these intelligent young people who are really doing the hard work that we all should really be investing our time in. My name is Whitney Dwyer. I am a mother of 3 young boys, and I'm also a teacher in Oakland Unified School District who is taken a little step back from the picket line today to join you all in solidarity with these youth for the new Green Deal. So So there's a lot of parallels I see between what we're fighting for and what the Green Deal has outlined. And I don't want to take up too much time because this is really the youth's time to speak and have their voices heard. But the bottom line is there's a lot of talk around we can't afford the new Green Deal, just like you can't afford all the resources and support that we're demanding from our school district and from our government right now. And when they say that, all I hear is they can't afford to invest in our future. They don't care about our future and they don't care about our youth. And as a teacher and as someone who's dedicated my life to the care and upbringing and educating of young people, it hurts my soul for these adults to constantly reiterate that their voices don't matter because they can't vote. That the resources that we're asking for, they just can't make it work right now. California is the 5th largest economy in the world. It makes no sense that we cannot figure out how to get behind this new Green Deal, how to give teachers what they need, and really give youth the support they need to be able to be thriving adults in this growing, crazy economy. I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you.
Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Whitney. Next, we would like Angelica to come and read a poem. Let's show a little love.
Yes, Angelica! Thank you! Hi, my name is Angelica. I'm going to be reading a poem called Extermination of a Nation. It's not one of my own pieces. It was written by a person of indigenous heritage, which YBA saw fit as we are standing on indigenous land. So, enjoy. Oh, I'm just going to make sure that they're separated. Okay. Hope remains as the sun rises, and as the rays fall on this earth for another day, and as the light fades. And hope remains for the rising of the sun again. And when the Westerners came, the white men, thieves in the night, taking with one hand and holding with the other, raping, tormenting, and killing the men and women he should have known as his sister and his brother, killing for the land which he has raped and destroyed, concept of unity of which he is devoid, destruction and disregard for the plants, the animals, and the earth, this place of his birth, and in his consciousness he knows, and within his soul that his harmony grows. Out of balance with the 4 elements, and now his descendants and his children pay, as this land is ravaged by earthquake and flood, famine and fire, disease and death, and the violent spilling of blood, and as there is light, there is hope, that there is sight. Hope that those who have not seen for so long will see and return to a balancing way. For as voices sing in song, rise from the center again the resurrection of the living way. Unsung, unseen, till now, and from the long march in between. From their voices, their souls, and their hearts. Their song, it resonates, and the earth and the universe knows. And with our hope, the rest of us join in song. Thank you.
Again, thank you guys all for coming out. We're almost at the end. Thank you for waiting for us. We've heard the Green New Deal be called a green dream, and we want to address that because, in a sense, this deal, this resolution, it is a dream for us. It is a bit of a fantasy that everyone in America might have an equal opportunity to be accessible to water and to education and to healthcare and to housing and transportation. It is kind of crazy to think that we might all in this country have that opportunity to have those things. And I'd like to think we live in a country that would like to give their youth a fighting chance, and that would like to give us a future, and that would just care about us enough to understand that we're not going to stop fighting for this. We're not going to stop speaking up for what we believe in, and that it's important to realize that we are the future, that when it's all said and done, we're still going to be here fighting for this, and that we are going to decide what this country becomes. Thank you. Oh, he's just going to say some very inspiring.
I just love hearing us speak. I'm sorry, we are so dope. So, I'm here to close it out just by saying that here in my hand I actually have Senator Feinstein's resolution, and as you can see, yes, I have highlighted and noted it. I really did read her resolution, and I really do understand it, and I really am here to tell you that this is not what we need. And I thought that I would share a piece of it that was particularly scary for all of us. We read it all together. This is the third part. The United States shall ensure a just and equitable transition for all communities, including by, she lists a bunch of things that need editing. And the last part is the most worrisome, minimizing the extent and speed of climate change, which will initially harm the most vulnerable individuals and communities disproportionately, and will eventually imperil all society. This deal is supposed to be changing that. It literally, in her resolution, she gives up on the last line and will eventually imperil all society. Only if we let it. And that is why we need this Green New Deal, so that it will not eventually imperil all society. No, this is the time to take a stand. We have 12 years so that our society is not imperiled, okay? So, we wanted to end it out on a hopeful note that our society will only be destroyed if we let it. We have power. We have the ability to stop this. We have a plan. We have the Green New Deal, and we need it to pass. So we need everyone out here, everyone who can hear me, even if you're not necessarily a part of the protest, call your representatives. Tell them that you want them to vote yes on the Green New Deal. Because regardless of if you can vote, you are their constituents and they have to listen to you. That is their job. We give them their power. They would have no power if it wasn't for their constituents. So make sure that you let that be known so that our society can thrive and we can have futures and we can have our great-great-grandchildren hear stories about the days when we fought for their lives. So,
Come on, Isha, bring it home.
I really feel the spirit today, okay? The ancestors are present. All right. So now I'm going to invite up the wonderful, amazing Earth Guardians Bay Area crew who are going to give a speech and are going to move into another action that we have. I love you guys. I'm so sorry, and you will have your chance to speak. I skipped something. Okay? Sorry. I was too excited for them to come up. I accidentally forgot something. Okay, so this is a press conference. So Youth vs. Apocalypse and Bay Area Earth Guardians crew wanted to have time in our program for questions from the press. Before we do that, I just want to say that any media who wants to talk to us after this, you can either talk to me, Hannah, can you raise your hand, or Samantha. Samantha's right behind me. So if any media tries to talk to you, direct them to the three of us, okay? So we'll open it up for questions from the press or people who are here if you have any questions. So we make ourselves pretty clear then, I guess. That's a great thing. There's no questions.
Why are you so awesome?
Because we learn from the best.
Yes, we do. Woo!
Yes.
Woo!
There's really no questions? Okay, well then, with excitement, I invite the Bay Area Earth Guardians crew up. Sorry, thank you.
Alright. Hey everyone, I'm Jacia, and I'm 10, and I'm here to talk about the Green New Deal. I'd also like to give a shout out because all around the world, kids like us are stepping out of school, and also youth like us are stepping out of school in participants for the school strike for climate. Ever since I was really little, one of the most important things to me is trying to stop climate change. I believe the Green New Deal is an important step towards it. Senator Feinstein's Green New Deal is not what we need. It is less ambitious and doesn't take as big steps as AOC's and Markey's does. AOC's and Markey's is what we need. We need to take bold, transformative actions, and that's what AOC's Green New Deal does. I believe the youth should have a major say in what will impact us in our future. Climate change has been leading up to this time, and now it is our time to change it. We can take a stand. We need to take a stand. And I hope Senator Feinstein, will vote yes on the Green New Deal and be the leader who helps us have a future. Alright, hello everyone. My name is Rio. I'm 12 years old and I'm part of the Bay Area Earth Guardians crew. So I talked to Senator Feinstein on Friday because ever since I was 2 years old, I've had a love for the water and the creatures that live in it. I am so scared that climate change will take that from me and the world. But I believe AOC and Markey's Green New Deal is a big step to preserving our future. The reason why I am not on board with Senator Feinstein's resolution is because it is not bold enough to save our future. I would also like to just keep it real and say I'm also quite angry that the older generation seriously messed up our world and is leaving it to us and just our generation. So I am asking you, Senator Feinstein, not to introduce your resolution and to vote yes on the Green New Deal. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Magdalena, and I'm 10, and I'm an Oath Guardian too. Like I said on Friday, I first want to say that we are on the Muwekma Ohlone lands, and we give thanks that they have been stewards of this land forever. For the real solution we need is to follow Indigenous leadership. I came on Friday because there's no way we're going to fix this crisis by playing this old game. Senator Feinstein, we need you to be part of this solution because I already mentioned, we're the ones that are going to be most impacted. On Friday, we brought you a letter. Then it got negative in your office and it got a little famous. Today we brought you an invitation. Senator Feinstein, we invite you to a place where we can be real and we all have a seat at the table. We know that no one is perfect. We all make mistakes and we have to forgive each other and do things differently, most importantly, and then move on. And the biggest mistake that many adults are making about climate change is not doing what Greta Thunberg said, which is to pull the emergency brake. Please vote yes on the Green New Deal!
So that's pretty much it.
Okay, so
Also, we have also brought another letter for Senator Feinstein today. And yeah, so this is it. We are inviting other youth to sign the letter back here. So if other youth could also step up and sign it, we are going to bring it to our office building.
Can you read what it says on it?
Yeah. Dear Senator Feinstein, we are inviting you to be the leader who helps us save our world in this critical moment of our future. So please, just try and vote yes on the Green New Deal. Sincerely, and then everybody else can sign. And so, thank you.
We're gonna sign now. Okay. So now we're gonna have everyone sign it. Where should we? Because when? Okay. So our Earth Guardians crew is gonna help us out and hold it for us so that we can all sign it, and then we're gonna deliver our invitation to Senator Feinstein to help and vote yes on the Green New Deal. And we're gonna have the amazing Lalo play his violin. And that was not a recording.
Why do you want to fight climate change?
Well, I just want to fight climate change because I know that all of us will be impacted if we do not stop climate change in the next 12 years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Play another song for us?
What?
You want to play another song?
Okay.